Hello everybody and welcome. I'm RAGNAAAROK from the Red Forge, and today we're going to be playing Terraria Hardcore. I'm playing on version 1.3, and holy smoke, it's really fun. Like, Terraria, as it has updated, has always progressed. It's gotten more and more fun, but I think it finally hit its peak here. It can't possibly get better than this, and there's a whole bunch of new stuff added, including a official final boss for the game. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to him because I've been playing on my own and I haven't gotten that far. But who knows? Maybe if this little playthrough gets enough views and stuff, and I can tell you guys really like this, maybe I'll play all the way through to the Moon Lord. I'm gonna try to get past the wall of flesh. I'm at least gonna try and get into hard mode. And this is an expert world, which is a new feature for 1.3. The enemies are harder. The enemies and bosses are way harder. There are different things that can happen in the environment, and there's a lot more loot and stuff. So, if you're playing in expert mode, you are preparing for quite a storm. But the rewards for braving that storm are immense. So first things first, the first night can be horribly deadly if you're not prepared for it. So I've got to make sure that I have a house. Luckily, there's a large tree here, and I don't know if it was 1.3 update or 1.2. But I know that there will be a living wood wand and a living leaf wand, I think, in the chest. It's guaranteed loot. Oy. So I'll be able to make my house look nice, at least. I think I want that mushroom. Oh. One cool thing about the 1.3 update, I don't see it on this guy, but slimes can carry items inside of them, and you'll be able to visibly see it on them, and when you defeat them they'll drop whatever was inside. So that is really neat. I'll have to pull that back up again once I see one like that. But for now, I guess we don't have. Let's see, make some torches real quick so we can see. Okay. And we are now inside. I'll go ahead and take this stuff so I don't have to build anything. Yep, here we go. Leaf wand and living wood wand. So that is all guaranteed right there. Oops. And I will definitely be using this stuff to build my house. Let's see where this leads. I know that living wood trees are built. Oh my goodness, it goes right into an anthill. But anyway, I know that these things are built so it's getting really messed up. I know that they're built so that you can always get out of them, is the way that they work. No matter what level you're at, you can always pop out of these without any accessories, without having to place any blocks or ropes. But building a nice looking house with the living wood wand is going to take a lot of wood, so I'll have to collect some of that. So if that was an anthill over there, and they branch outwards kind of like the tundra, so I must be running into a desert over here pretty soon. Yeah, there we go. But that is good news in itself, because that means I can get myself cactus armor, which is just one defense above wooden armor, but that is better than it, and I can really use every single piece of defense I can get at this point. I think, no, I know that wood armor has one defense for the helmet, one, maybe two for the chest plate. The feet don't even have any defense, but if you're wearing the full set, then it gives you an extra defense, which basically, makes up for the boots. I think this cactus will also look pretty good in the house, not that that's a huge concern. But I should not have picked a fight with this guy. I'm pretty sure I can lose him at the living tree, though. Oh, jeez. Maybe I can just hide out in here. Stay out of my hole. Please do not take that the wrong way. Do I have... Yes, I do. Ninja stars. If I throw them straight up, yep. If you just throw them straight up, they'll come back down and kill him. No problem. And I don't want to pick a fight with him. So night is still a bit of a way off, but I really don't want to be caught like out just in the open without a house. And I'm pretty sure the guide won't want to either, so I'm just gonna do that real quick. You guys can see my art style. And actually, I just noticed this is a pretty nice background I got here. Just all around, it looks really, I mean, I like how it's not crowded like some of the others. That's really good. Guide's being attacked, and he's already, as you can see, 1.3, the NPCs can now fight with you, but of course early game that does mean that they're going to be aggroing slimes for you, and that's going to suck. So Asher here, he shoots arrows, other NPCs do other things, and they also chat, as you see there. He wants me to fish or something. It doesn't actually mean anything. I mean, I could fish and he's not going to do anything, or I could not fish, he still won't do anything. But it's still really neat to, like, once you're kind of mid-game and you have all of the pre-hard mode NPCs, see them walking around and chatting with each other. It's really neat. It adds a lot of atmosphere to the game. So now that I've, you know, chopped down some trees, I'll get some stone, I flatten the land, I'll get to work on the house. And Asher really sucks with the bow. Oh, never mind. That was a pretty good shot right there, considering that he was mid-jump when he fired. So, I know that there are a lot of different Terraria players out there. Some of you guys, you just want to be as efficient as possible. You've got basically like the bare minimum as far as houses go. You don't even have a house for yourself. You just have like chests all over and stuff. And you're like, you are like the absolute like pinnacle of efficiency. And then there are some of you who don't have any supplies because all you're doing is focusing on making everything look beautiful. And that's pretty awesome too. I really like seeing people's worlds who are just like full of all these really neat looking houses and stuff. And then there are people who do both, and they got a pretty good handle on their world. Those people are like the best Terraria players, is people who are pretty efficient, and they got like the crafting stuff is all set up in a way that they can stand in one place and craft anything they want, but their house looks amazing. And then there are people who just have, you know, chests willy-nilly. People are living in holes in the ground. It's just, I know a player like that. He needs my help a lot. I, for one, differ a lot. I think in this world, I'll try and make stuff look good, because, like I might have mentioned earlier, I don't really know what I want to do with this playthrough. I don't know if I want to make it like a goal. I don't know if I want to like say, okay, I'm gonna fight the Moon Lord, or I'm gonna defeat Duke Fishron, or something like that. And I don't know if I just want to play it. I think I'm going to just, I might make this sort of a playthrough tutorial for people who are generally new to the game, because it is really fun. And no, don't kill him. This new player is called the Eater of Souls. He comes from the corruption, and he followed me out of it. It kind of sucks to know that I got corruption so close to home. But, oh man, and he's gonna eat me. Okay. Oh, 2 health left. That's not ever a good thing. Ooh. But anyway, dang. Another 2 health left. So one of the huge things players in this game is dang, I don't know what I'm at right now. Is houses. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so a huge thing in this game are houses. You build houses to keep your NPCs in, who will move in. Wow, okay. Anyway, you could build houses just to have cool looking houses, but NPCs will move into homes that, you know, meet certain requirements, and they can help you. They help a lot. Some of them sell items, some of them do things for you, like there's a tax collector who gives you money every once in a while. There's a fisher, an angler who gives you quests. There's a whole bunch of different stuff. The requirements for that, I don't remember the space requirements, but you can't have it be super tiny, and the game kind of loses track of things if it gets way too big. I'm gonna make myself some armor here. I won't have enough. I'll just make myself this breastplate. Like I said, they can't be super tiny. They have to have a chair, a table, and some lighting. And how we would go about making this house, I want mine to look pretty good, so I'm gonna make it. Oh, come on, dude. That slime wasn't aggroed before. Anyway, I want to make my house look pretty good, like I said, so I'm going to be turning my stone into stone bricks. That's just an aesthetic block. I don't know if I could turn it back, so maybe I better. I waited too long. Night has come and zombies are attacking. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Yep. So unlike the slimes, zombies will always attack you whether or not they've been aggroed. Slimes will only attack you if you hit them, whereas these guys will just go after you. Ooh. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna try and make a house in the midst of a zombie apocalypse. And monsters will never go after an NPC, but an NPC will get hurt and killed if attacked by a monster. Is that my moon? I don't think I've ever before seen a moon be Saturn. But anyway, oops, that's my money. Give it. No, they have all my money. But anyway, the monsters will never like go and attack an NPC, but they will, however, hurt them if he's chasing me and he happens to touch my guide over here. They will hurt and even kill him. Come on. Okay. Almost died there. So I don't want to let that happen. Fortunately, they are in previous versions of the game, they weren't super exceptional at, staying alive. All they could really do was run away, which they didn't even do all that often. But now they can attack, so that's really helpful. So I guess if I can't make my house look pretty right now, I might as well just make it, acceptable. So you're gonna need the actual physical walls, and then you're gonna need background walls in order to actually make it a valid housing. The entire inside of your home needs to be covered in walls. Did I just make a perfect amount of walls? That's awesome. Oops, I made a second furnace. Dang it. I forgot that is not my inventory. But so now that I have the walls, the lighting, and this crafting table here counts as a table, I need the chair. Now that that is there, I can assign Asher. Oh, it's missing a door. It needs a door. He needs a way to get out, basically. This could be accomplished by either placing a door here, or like I could put platforms here, like two-way platforms that I can go in and out, but I could also stand on top of. I know that I'm gonna need a door at some point, so I'm gonna place these in here. But no, why'd you open it? Don't open it. Please don't open it. So now that I have these doors, he should... Wait, you let him in? You let him in? Why'd you let him in? Why are they getting in? Stop, 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 stop. Okay. So he just opened the doors and let all these zombies in. Now I'm gonna need to kill them with shurikens. Ugh. This should be valid housing. Oh, I already assigned it to him. So now he lives here, and he'll stay in this room at night. During the day and stuff, he'll walk around. He'll also go inside if it's raining. It's really neat. And the more houses I build, the more NPCs can spawn. For instance, the next one I should get should be the merchant. Once I have 50 silver coins and I have another available house, he'll move in there. And I can use him to buy things and sell things as well, so I could make money off of items that I don't need anymore. And yeah, that'll work out great. So I'm gonna need an anvil if I want to craft anything using metal. He is standing right where I don't necessarily need him to. Where's where are my iron bars? I don't have any because I used them all. Okay. So I can turn the ores that I was mining earlier into bars, and using the anvil I can turn them into different things. I don't have a lot right now, so I can only make, you know, some chains, some tin stuff. But I do want a hammer, and so that I can break these walls down. Hammers are used to break down walls and change the shape of blocks. And if I can't go any higher than this, that should be a good house for now. The rest of the house I'll make using this stuff here. It'll make this wood right here look like actual tree bark, and I could also make it look like leaves using those two wands. I might just wait out this night. Maybe I'll cut the video. Okay guys, the night is over, and while I was gone, I fought off a few enemies. I'm almost there as far as the 50 silver for the merchant goes. And I'm ready to continue working on my house because I want this to be like legitimately ready for the next night. So unfortunately, Asher is not going to be able to live here anymore. But I will rebuild it better, faster, stronger. And I will need a hammer to do that. So I would normally save up for at least a copper hammer, but it looks like I'm going to be going for wooden, since I just want to get this dirt out of here. So I just can use it to break down these walls that I placed, and I can also use it to break down the walls that spawn naturally. But as far as naturally placed walls go, I think it's just dirt, and then the ones that appear in caves underground, I can't actually get anything from those. But if I find like an underground house, which I'll explain later, that has like wooden walls, I can break and collect those. So I made these walls, these dirt walls, so I could break those down. But if I break these down, they won't give me anything. So I'm gonna make this place look all spick and span. Build my house, and then maybe we'll go to the corruption, I think. I doubt we'll be able to live very long, being that the corruption has some harder enemies in it, but I don't know. If we can get past it, there might be some loot to be had. And you just can't keep your mitts off of slimes, can you, Asher? Okay, so that's all that. Here we go. Oh, I'm gonna need my furnace back in order to create stone bricks so that I can make more stone brick walls. Gray brick walls. And you made the slimes angry. All of them, every last one of them. Oh, you just have to do this to me. You have to do this to me. Okay. Yes. Wood. All my houses, as far as first night houses and stuff, are pretty standard houses, just with, you know, stone brick foundations. Oh, there. You see that purple slime? He's got a potion in him. I'm guessing it's an iron skin potion. So if I kill him, I will get that iron skin potion. Of course, he's purple, and purple is bad. Oh, crap. But I'm gonna have to do it anyway. So I'll get my weapons readied. Fire. Get him. Wow, I suck at aiming. Okay, there. Swiftness potion. So I got that potion out of him, and now I can use it whenever I want. I do need more stone before I can finish this. There's a good amount over here. That should be enough. You don't need very much, only 2 pieces of stone for every stone brick you want to make, and then every single one of those can make 4 more walls. So I'll just probably only need 1, in fact, and turn that into a wall. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So now we can start putting the backdrop of the wood in, and we can make as much of this as we want, because we can, if we make too much, we can always turn it back into wood. For instance, I can do that with my dirt walls since I took them back down. I can, let's see, if I can find out, like here, I can turn this back into dirt and then stack all that up nicely. I can turn this back into wood, stack that up nicely. Gotta place some torches for light. Then I can place my table and my chair. And I'll put 2 just to make it look good. And now he can live here. So that's, you know, how to make a livable house that NPCs can move into, and the more you have, the more NPCs can move in. It's all wonderful. So now I think I'm going to explore, I think I'm going to explore a bit more in the desert, because 1, I want to finish my armor, and 2, I'm not quite sure I really want to go and face the corruption right now. I am going to be collecting the sand right now, because I can turn it into glass, and glass does look really good in the house. I kind of forget on other worlds about this, and I usually don't have enough sand to complete the projects I want to. Okay, you see that guy down there? If I get within his range, he'll start shooting at me, and that won't be good. So, boom. Just gotta expertly and skillfully take him out. Boom. And now I want to get across this, so I'm gonna take some rope. Oops. I'm just gonna start making a zip line essentially that I can get across. Oops. And because I might want to go down here someday, I'll just kind of start building a little way down. Okay, nope, but I don't want to go down there right now. Definitely not right now. Anywhere besides the forest is basically just full of hazards for any player who has just survived their first night, or even less. So I would recommend, until you find yourself some pretty decent weapons, just don't even think about it, really. Don't even think about it. As you can see, there's a lot of surface chests that I can find decent loot from, including this Wand of Sparking, which I don't know how powerful it is, but it's probably really good. I just have to use it 8 damage, 8 magic, and it'll probably set him on fire. Yep, there. If he's on fire, he's going to start taking damage. I'm going to start blow darting him. And there we go. See, that took way longer than it should have. It's not very smart to venture out of the forest. Okay, I got recall potions. You also don't want to do that, basically. That jump I just made, if you don't have recall potions or rope or some way to get out of there, you're going to have a pretty bad time. Yep. And I did mention that I was running out of stone, and I'll probably need it for future use. So I'll go ahead and this looks like a nice little place to grab it from. When you're this early, you can never be too sure of how your supplies are doing. So you want to just be able to grab anything that could be useful in crafting, especially if it's for building. You might run out of materials a lot, so you want to always be grabbing wood, stone, sometimes even dirt. People sometimes just make hotels out of dirt for their NPCs to live in. It's pretty efficient, being that you do not use dirt in anything else. I don't think it's not actually useful for anything besides building. It's a really cheap way of building. And as you can see, I'm just running through collecting mushrooms for health potions, seeds for my blowpipe, just everything I can grab really to help me advance. And this is a situation where rope comes in handy. You can craft 10 pieces of rope into a coil, which you can then throw across gaps and stuff to do what I just did. Really helpful. And I seem to have run into a forest. No, a jungle, excuse me. Jungles, just stay out of them. I'm gonna save those for a later episode where I'm more decently equipped to actually be in here, because these things can be deadly dangerous with a good chance of death. Like that, I don't even want to touch that. It's tiny compared to that antlion swarmer that I was just fighting, but it will probably kill me faster. So I'm gonna go ahead and use a recall potion. That's enough adventuring for today. And yeah. So I think that's pretty good for this first episode. I will be carrying out these episodes until either I decide on a goal and complete that goal, or I just decide that I've taught you guys enough. I think I'm going to make this into sort of a playthrough tutorial series, and I hope that you new players especially found this helpful. I'll be in later episodes, I'll definitely be talking about things like the jungle, the dungeon, how to fight certain enemies, how to build certain equipment sets and stuff, and maybe I'll save a few lives, who knows. But that's it for this episode, and until next time, this is Ragnarok from the Red Forge, and I'll see you guys later.